Hi, my name is Joe. I'm with the EFTT team, and what I've been working on is an automation script that helps build a class diagram. The way it works is it looks at a file and determines if it's a header file or an EForT file by looking at the file extension. If it is a header file, what it does is this. It keeps reading each line by line until eventually it gets to a spot with 3 spaces or so. What it then does is that it extracts the type here. Then after that, it skips past all these spaces, gets this name over here, and then afterwards it determines if it's a method or not. It does this by looking to see if there's an open parentheses like this, or an opening brace like that. From there, if it does contain an opening brace, what it'll do is that it'll go inside there and extract all the types. It doesn't extract the names; it's only the return types of the parameters. Then after that, it'll just keep reading line by line until eventually it gets to the very bottom of the class where it looks for this ending character and then the loop breaks. If it is an EForT file, it works similar, but it can't check for the three space at the beginning because there's no indentation for that. So what it does is that it just looks to see if something's a lowercase letter, such as the beginning of the I input or the beginning of D, lowercase d for double. If there's a access specifier like an input, it'll automatically skip past that. It'll get the return type, move past the space, and then it will get the name of the variable or method. And it works very similar to the M2H file, where is that if it finds the open parentheses, it'll read the types that are inside. It'll skip past cont. It'll get to int, and then it'll keep pulling up variables until it gets to the very end of the definition. So I'm going to demonstrate that using Canvas, chart object, and then bears. So let's start with a chart object. Whenever it runs, it tells you it's finished converting the name of the file, and then it tells you that the results are stored in chart objects results.test. So let's open it up and go back to meta editor. From here, we can see that it managed to get all the variables and put them into this extract the name, it has a colon, and then it tells you the return type. And if it's a method, what it'll do is it'll read it, extract the parameters, and then put it over here. If the object is a constructor, though, such as these two, constructor and destructor, what it'll do is that it'll treat it as a method where the name and the return type are the exact same, and its one parameter is just void. After that, it'll just keep scanning through until it gets to the end of the file, and then it'll denote it inside the text file that there's nothing else left to read. Now let's go ahead and close this and go to an EForT file. And much just like with the original result, it'll tell you that, it's finished converting bears, then EForT. The results are in bears results, then EForT. And it's very similar to, actually it's the exact same, the other way it's laid out. Let's go back to meta editor and go to bears. There we go. So from here, I managed to extract the exit bears buffer and figure out that it was a double. I also managed to get the INP bears period and capitalize that as an int. And then from here, it read the message. It properly recognized the on init is just has one void parameter. And the onCalculate, it returns an int. And that it has 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 parameters. And managed to get all those in proper order. And with that, that is the demonstration of my script.